And welcome once again. And this is Joseph. Hope you're having a great day and things in your life all come together for good. Today we're going to be talking about the tree of life, and I get a lot of questions. So we're going to try and go into it. It's going to be real brief, less than 10 minutes. So got a lot to talk about. Go ahead, take notes. Pause the video and play it again as many times as you need. Okay. So. The questions that I get most of all is how did Anastasia Estates, all inclusive, pay it forward, profit sharing communities come about? And the truth is, it's way beyond me. Okay, I had a vision in 1978 about a tree of life. I did not understand the vision back then. There was some things that I saw that was of major impact to me. It affected my life immediately. But the tree of life part of that visitation, I did not understand throughout my life until I was into my 50s. And specifically, the date was January 9th of 2010. It was me, my fiance, and my head of public relations. We were going down to take a look at our properties for a prior project that I had that was destroyed during the recession, and actually a learning curve as I was getting to know the culture and so forth. But we were coming down the mountain to go to the properties, and as we were coming down, the brakes went out. Long story short, I took the hardest of the hit of the impact. So when the brakes went out as we're going down the mountain, an incredibly steep mountain in the rainforest going down towards the ocean. As you know, we're going to the properties. Brakes went out. I got squashed by the impact, and the person that hit me from behind. Immediately, I died. I didn't know that I died, but when I did go on the other side, I saw electricity or energy. A lot of people say that they see the light. Well, if they understood what they're saying, what they're really saying is they see energy, kind of like a lightning bolt looks like a light, but it's energy. It's electricity, energy, which is the same thing you are, same thing I am, same thing everything is. It's all made of, molecules, protons, electrons, neutrons. So this is as simple as it gets, guys. This is like science 101. And we're all made of the same stuff. The only difference between you and me and everything else is the composition or the intelligence behind it, of the structure. So I, not being a scientist, I'm not going to go too deep into it and show you how unlearned I am of the subject. Purpose for this, excuse me here, I got to look at my timer. I've only got 6 minutes, 40 seconds. The purpose of this video is to share with you the Tree of Life vision. Bottom line is when I'm in that death experience or that light or energy experience, everything was one. And for the first time in my life, January 9th, 2010, I understood what the Tree of Life was about. And still I would understand it more as time went on. But when I came back to life, or it's kind of like a death and resurrection experience, when I came back to life, I was 11 months laid out in bed. I couldn't walk. I was devastated. It was so painful, and there were so many losses associated therein. But that is how Anastasia Estates came about. It was through my darkest darkness, and when all was stripped away from me, my health, the love of my life at that time, the money and everything was gone. And I was just a piece of meat, couldn't do anything. I realized that in our nothingness is really when we reach that point of being stripped away from everything. I think that is when a lot of people come to the light. And you'll hear that from a lot of the enlightened people of the world. They'll tell you that they reached a place in life where they had nothing. And in that nothingness is where they became richest of all. And that's what I had to learn. I had to realize that my happiness and that the meaning in my life was not about money. It was not about a house. It was not about a car. It was not about somebody else. And I knew that in my head, but I now lived it. I lived that Job experience. For those of you that understand what I mean when I say the Job experience, no different than Eckhart Tolle, the experience he talks about, or anybody else. Gandhi, he also didn't care about materialism. Jesus Christ did not care about materialism. He says, "Give to Caesar what's Caesar's. Give to God what's God's." And so my experience is all that I can share with you. And so when I realized that I have got to still be me without all this other stuff, well, that's where the freedom was given to me, because here I am. Now, today I'm talking to you, and I'm in 2012. But when the Tree of Life visitation came to me was in 1978. Of course, I didn't understand it, like I said, till I died and resurrected, came back to life, whatever words you want to use, on January 9th, 2010. And then I understood what the Tree of Life was. And I remember, you ever go, when you look at a tree, get under that tree. And, there's a lot of enlightenment that happens around trees. Those of you that study, any kind of spirituality. You get back, you get by the tree on the trunk, okay? Trunk of a tree. And look up. And you'll notice how the tree branches out to the left and to the right, and to the front and to the back. And then branches just begin to go out and network out into the light towards the sun. Well, no different than you. You started off as a seed in your mom, your father's seed in your mother's womb, okay, through their love making. No different than the seed planted in the ground. It comes up, and you both come up, come out, and then just like a tree reaches out, branches out, networks up, you are no different. You're branching out. Education, employment, nutrition, physical exercise, family, friends, experiences. And if you get under a tree and check it out. Pick a beautiful tree, because you have a beautiful life, and see how your life branches out. And that's really what the Tree of Life is about. And that's how come Anastasia Estates, all inclusive, pay it forward, profit sharing communities were birthed through that Tree of Life experience. And that's why you see that with Anastasia, we're not trying to sell a house at all. My God, that'd be crazy. We're giving the houses below cost. Below cost, okay? I want to make sure you get that. Again, below cost. So we're not selling houses, okay? We're not selling land. We're giving you the land without any payments. And we're not selling things, because we're giving you life needs below cost. And we're not selling businesses, because we are giving you the businesses absolutely free, so that those businesses can pay off your land, pay off your life needs, and then put money in your pocket, plus create a job for you. So I'm going to be teaching more of this, and I'm almost out of time. I've got like a minute and 20 seconds left here before we come to a close. But you remember, if you have more time, what would you do with your life if you had more time to be the man or the woman that you always wanted to be? Would you reconnect more to yourself? Would you reconnect more to your loved ones, more to humanity? And would you reconnect more and define even more what your guiding light is telling you, whether your guiding light is God, core, source, creator, Allah? I don't know what what you're more familiar with in terms of a name, but would you connect your life to the light? Okay, not religion. Forget religion. Religion doesn't impress anybody. Sure doesn't impress God, and it doesn't impress me, and I'm sure it doesn't do anything for you. But if you had more time and you had everything that you needed to